Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here and back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Now, I was a bit preoccupied yesterday because of the release date of Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth, so my apologies that I haven't quite got to, the major news of the day, or days, plural. And by the way, if you do want to check out the game, I do have a how to install channel on my Discord where you can, install and play Lord of the Rings early. The actual global launch is in about 2 weeks, but I'm having a lot of fun with it right now, and there's a lot of chatter in the Discord as well about the game. So if you want to check it out, go follow there. We need to talk about the elephant in the room, and it's this offer. This 100-day gold promo offer that smells and reeks of desperation by Scopely to try and A, either keep players, B, bring players back, or C, maybe it actually shows us that they're trivializing Red Star upgrades. Gold promos, which is for 6 and 7 Red Star upgrades. It even comes with a cheeky Elite 7 orb and 3 Elite 6 orbs. And honestly, when some of my followers told me about this yesterday, because like I said, I was so busy with Lord of the Rings, I was in utter shock that this was even a thing. But then I had some more time to think about it, because it's been about a day now. And wow, we got some things to talk about. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Okay, let's expand this up a bit. So this is a 100-day gold promo calendar that is about 20 US dollars, or about 27, 28 Canadian dollars. I don't remember now. It's behind the screen now. And it has a lot of gold promos. Yeah, it does, right? Actually, I thought it was 1,000, but no, it's 2,000. So 2,000 is equivalent to 8 characters to the 7 red level. That's quite a lot. But there's some other aspects of this that I really don't like. A, I'm not buying it anyways because I'm not spending money. And I don't believe that Scopely is in the position to ask for money from us, given the state of the game over the last little while. That's just me. That's my opinions. We still have the MSFPV movement going on, by the way. If you haven't joined in on the conversation there, I definitely recommend doing that as well. But this just smells of desperation, of them trying to get more money because they're afraid of things coming down the line, and they've offered this, what typically would be, like a super amazing deal. Here's the thing. I don't like that it's 100 days. Even though, most of us are probably going to play it for this long, I don't like that it's asking us to commit to a 100-day login calendar where you cannot stop. If you do, then you will not get some of the other ones towards the end. So it does build up. It does build up quite dramatically after about month, I guess. After about a month, you get to about 20 gold promos, and then after about day 60, you get to about 25 gold. Well, a bit before that, but yeah, you get about 25 gold promos by about month, 60 days in, more or less. And then towards the end, so you're getting quite a bit in terms of every week. You're getting approximately 75 gold promos. So in about 2 weeks, you'll get enough for a 6-star. It'll take about maybe 2.5 weeks, at least in the beginning, before you get enough for a full 6 to 7 upgrade. But I guess the argument is, if you're going to be playing, you're going to be logging in every day, right? Otherwise, you lose your streak bonus and you lose some other things like that. So I'm not disputing the quote-unquote value of the offer, but I think it is just a real desperate move on their part to try and get people to do this. Now, what this also means to me is that they're devaluing what gold promotions really mean. And I don't actually need gold promos. Believe it or not, it's not a big priority for me. So I have about 500 gold promos. Yeah, that's a far cry from 2,000 over 90 days, but I barely use it. And why is that? That's because I don't need it. Both I don't need it, and there's no characters that I can upgrade that are of value. And the biggest problem for this is the character farmability. Many of you would know. I don't have 6 red on a lot of the newer characters that I would even bother to do it. So what would you spend your gold promos on then? That's the biggest question. Well, you could. This inevitably is going to be used on a lot of your older meta characters. You know what? Maybe I should get Gambit, but I'm just too lazy to do it. So, where you would want to use your gold promos now instead of what I did in the past are 2 things. Either you're going to be upgrading older meta characters who you've acknowledged are older meta, and this is assuming you don't spend, because if you're spending, you're probably going to have the yellows on some of these newer characters, potentially up to 6-star. But if you're not and you're free to play, the chances of you getting a newer character to 6 yellow is quite slim in a reasonable amount of time. And in my opinion, a reasonable amount of time is like 6 months. Most of the characters don't stay meta for more than 9. So if you don't have them at that point, then there's not a lot of reason to upgrade them. I could get this 7 for Viv, but I mean, I heard that the tech team is slowly going to be falling out. Yeah, I'm using the tech team right now in raids, but do I want to put 150 gold promos? I guess if I had like 2,000 of them, then I probably would just do it. I don't even have 7 yellow for her yet, but I will be somewhat soon, I think, because I've been farming her daily. But my point is that a lot of the characters, and maybe we can go to my roster and just kind of look at it from a red star perspective. I think that you can kind of organize it over here to red star from... Oh, wait, sorry, red stars. Yeah, it should be this one. And most of my good characters are at 6. The ones that I don't have at 7, sure, I would chuck it at Cersei, right? Because if I had 2,000 gold promos, I would basically, any character that does not have the red stars filled in, that's exactly what I would do. My Icarus is not at 7 yet, even though, he's been out for a very long time. My Kang's still at 5, so, I mean, I don't know when the hell that's going to ever happen. So that's what I mean. Like, the characters that I would upgrade to 6 and 7, typically I don't have the yellow stars for them. Or I already have done it, or I've already pulled it, or whatever the case is, right? Like, I actually do have a lot of 7 yellows and 6 and 7 reds. But, to go from 6 to 7... Sure, like I said, if I was sitting on 2,000 of these, then I would do this. But at the end of the day, I there's not a lot of characters that I would just chuck red stars at. And if you look at some of the newer characters, like, I don't know when the hell we're ever going to get 6 yellow invaders, when we're going to get rebirth, and I don't know if I really want to commit to any of the older teams, like even, say, Deathseed? Like, I don't even think I have 6 yellow on these newer characters. No, I don't. So really, at the end of the day, the gold promos, and they've been out for a little while now. They've been out for, 5 months, 6 months on some of these Death Seed characters. And so at the end of the day, my ability to get the yellow stars is what prevents me from spending my gold promos the majority of the time. And so what does that mean? It means that there's just really low value. I think there's 2 things going on here, that there is this transition to... I think we're probably going to see more of a squeeze on dark promotion credits. I think that they're going to maybe add characters maybe a little bit quicker than we're used to seeing in the past, because that's one way that they can kind of constrain the amount of resources that are coming in for these characters to be able to upgrade them. And the fact that they're just chucking 2,000 gold promos out, yes, over 100 days, still tells me that they don't really care much about the value of them, or that they're not getting a lot of money from the offers that typically contain them. So it's a combination of this. And it leads me to my next point that may feel for some people, maybe a bit crazy, is that I actually think that there is going to be another upgrade system. I think there's going to be another progression system. I think that red stars have been out for so long. I don't know why I clicked on Magneto. That's my roster going a little bit nuts. I think that the game has been out for so long. Red stars have been out for so long. And I think that there's going to be another progression system in this year of 2023 beyond what we have right now. We know that Gear Tier 18 is around the corner. That's one thing. And we've recently, raised the level cap, and a lot of us are nearing the end to level 95. But I have this strange feeling in the pit of my stomach that just because of the devaluation of the gold promos, that we may be seeing a new promotion system. A new progression system, whatever you want to call it. Could it be the fabled blue stars? Could it be whatever color stars you want to call it? I think that there is a chance of this happening, because at the end of the day, a lot of us are already starting to level up some of our characters up towards 95. Gear Tier 18 is going to be coming next patch. And that's about it. They've showed us that they're devaluing the gold promos. And while Blue 5 ISO is still quite in high demand, there isn't really anything new, so to speak, and nothing new for whales and krakens to spend on, right? I've been told by many of my whale and kraken friends that they don't really spend money on gold promotion credits. They don't spend money on, 7 red orbs anymore, really. They don't buy these kind of offers. They do occasionally buy dark promotion credit offers. So other than the blue ISO 4 and 5, which, some of them may already be burnt out on because of Big Apocalypse, or they already have that, then what's next for them? What's next for them to spend their money on outside of characters and things like that? I would think that they need another progression system for them to blow their money on. Now, how is that going to look? Is it going to be blue star orbs? Honestly, I have zero idea, and I'm not even going to speculate that part. But I do think that there's going to be an additional system headed along the way sometime soon for them to be able to cash in on that, because I just don't know if Gear Tier 18 is necessarily going to be enough for them to cash in. I'm not here to talk about Apocalypse this time. We are going to be getting to that pretty soon, though, however. But when it comes to cashing in, like Blue Fawn, all the bottlenecks are going to be slightly lessened outside of Gear Tier 18. We have the incursion raids on the horizon, but I just feel like that's not enough for some players to keep it in. Like, I think that if they opened up a brand new progression system, that would allow for tons of money to be made by Scopely. However that ends up getting implemented. But it's been, I think, over 3 years, I want to say 3 years plus, since the Red Star system has been implemented, and they haven't really thought of anything yet. We've, discussed about this doomsday scenario, I guess, of an additional system coming in, but honestly, I don't think it's that far away at this stage. But that's just me, on this crazy Thursday thinking about things. It was that offer particularly that made me think that as a catalyst, that I think that maybe that sudden, sharp devaluation of the gold promotion credit system, or just the promotion credit system in general, really might be sparking the thought that there may be something coming on the horizon. That's just me, though. Let me know. I have been a bit out of it, obviously, because of, family reasons and whatnot. So maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe it will happen. Who knows? Otherwise, I hope that you guys are also having a lot of fun doing your blitzing for Immortal Iron. Or no, well, yeah, I guess he is Immortal Iron Fist World War II, and all the blitzing rotations that you have been doing for that one. So obviously, we have the blog post coming tomorrow, though, and we'll have much more to talk about, especially with upcoming events. There's two things that I do want to talk about really quick, and one is, where is my Quicksilver Shards? We were promised Quicksilver Shards, right? I don't have it in here. Oh, there's Red Stars for Union Jack. Firestar is going to be the May month-long event, PS, if you didn't know that one, so that's coming up. But I don't have... Oh, is that... Oh my god, it's capping the orbs. I think we knew that from the blog post. But yes, I do not have my Quicksilver Shards. Hey, there's my free Quicksilver unlock, but I'm not actually going to open this yet. And you know why? Because I'm afraid there's going to be some sort of, like, backwards compatible mail thing. Maybe there won't be. But where is it? Where is it? Where is it, everyone? Because there was this blog post from last week that said it was going to be coming this week. The team is aware of the issue, and next week the team will send out the players the shards that they have received based on the previous week's Cosmic Crucible ranking. So I never got my free Quicksilver Shards. Where the hell are they? I want them. That's still not there. But otherwise, we'll find out more, hopefully, in the blog tomorrow. It does say next week, which means that there's still 1 day left for them to send it out. So if it doesn't come out by the blog post tomorrow, I'll be a bit frustrated, and we'll be talking about it again there. So that's the end of this video, everyone. I hope everyone has and is having a great week, and I'll see you on the blog post tomorrow. So, Boilon signing out.